I'll kill ya! Hello everybody, welcome to Tokyo Creative Play. I'm Emma, and it's just me today. So it's just gonna be me and you hanging out, and I hope that you're doing well in these insane times. Today I'm gonna be trying 10 different kinds of cup ramen because, you know, we're kind of stuck at home a little bit right now, and the best thing to do when you're at home is either cook or like snack around, but if you can't be bothered to cook a really fancy meal, I think cup ramen is the best way to go. So Japan has a lot of really interesting kinds of cup ramen, and I'm gonna be trying some. So I thought I'd start off with the classic. Okay, this is gonna take 3 minutes to cook, so I'm just gonna get started while I chat to you guys. But yeah, this one, it's got a variety of things inside it. It's got seafood, it's got meat, it's got shoyu, so soy sauce. So I just learned a cool chopstick hack, and now you can learn it too. There's a museum in Yokohama, and you can go and make your own version of the cup noodle and like decorate it and stuff and put whatever flavors you want in it. And they also sell, I have these at home, they sell little magnets that are like half the cup noodles, so you can stick them on your fridge and you have like little noodles sitting there. It's super cute. The museum is also in Osaka if you're going on a trip to Osaka as well. So if you guys have been to Japan or gone to the convenience store, there's obviously a lot of cup noodles around. They're very common to eat just as a snack, but also they're really good to have as emergency food or backup food if there's an emergency or a disaster or something. That's another reason that you can have these at home.
Do you like soggy noodles? Or
I like soggy noodles, but I can deal with hard noodles. So if you guys come to Japan, there's a place that's really popular, Ichiban. And you can, and I think Ippudo does it as well. You can ask for the firmness of your noodles if you want them really soft, if you want them like a little bit al dente, is that the right word? Anyway, let's eat some noodles. So I'm also gonna be rating these noodles and saying 3 words that describe them to me. I forgot to tell you, I'm really bad at eating noodles, so today I really want to work on my slurp, because that's like a thing here. You need to just incorporate air, and it's like when you slurp it, with that air it cools down the noodles so it doesn't burn your mouth apparently, but I always burn my mouth. Okay, here we go. Itadakimasu. Was that a slurp? Oh yeah, these are just good, classic. It's like kind of a light flavor, but still really good. And I gotta say, the little tiny chunks of meat are pretty good. They like taste very flavorful, and it's surprising because it's just like dried out bits of meat, which sounds kind of weird, but it's good. My 3 words for this one, mystery meat, good. So I'm not gonna eat too much of this because I have like 9 other ones to try, and also the crew are very hungry, so I'm gonna give them to, there you go. Enjoy. Next one I'm going for, I haven't actually tried it yet. It is wakame goma shoyu. So wakame is that kind of seaweed. Goma is sesame seeds, and shoyu is soy sauce. So yeah, this is by a brand called Ace Cook. Very cute. It's got a little pig. Okay, the seaweed is already inside it with mystery chunks. And then the soup. I know that cup noodle might seem a little bit simple, you know, you open it, you put the water in it, but with Japanese cup noodle, there's a lot of different sauces and powders that go with it, so sometimes there's a certain order in which you have to put things in. So this one, it's telling me to put the soup in now before I put the hot water in. But also, sometimes they come with a sauce, especially yakisoba. But the sauce, it's good to warm it up, so you put it on top of the packet while the water heats up the noodles inside, and it warms the sauce on the top. If you can't read though, always good to use a translation app. All right, here we go.
A few moments later.
All right, the wakame noodles are done, and look how beautiful they are. They have the beautiful wakame seaweed on them, and the chunks that I was confused about before were actually the corn that is shown on the front of the packet. Looks super good, smells really nice as well. I feel like I'm expecting like a little punch or something from the soup. It's like, oh, it's gonna get flavor, and then it never does. It's just kind of watery at the end, which is really sad because I feel like this has so much potential, but it just kind of is like, eh. But the seaweed bits are really nice. This seaweed one is actually really cheap. You can get a bigger version of this for just 100 yen. In general, noodles here are pretty cheap, but this one is really cheap. Okay, my 3 words are plain, simple, seaweed. Okay, on to the next one. The next section that we're doing is seafood. So this one that I'm gonna try is hotate dashi shio. Hotate is scallops, so it's gonna be like a very seafoody broth, I feel like. Dashi is broth, and shio is salt. So salty seafood broth. There's actually a ramen shop in Saitama called Zenya. So this is a cup noodle version of the ramen that they sell there. And that's actually quite common here. There's a bunch of famous ramen or noodle restaurant chains here that if they get successful enough, they'll come out with their own cup ramen. A Michelin star cup ramen as well. Oh, this one's got a liquid soup, so I think that I gotta put this on top to heat the soup while I cook the noodles. I was just reading this packet and I noticed something interesting. So this is again by the brand Ace Cook, but in katakana they've written their name as Ace Cook. Ace Cook. Did they spell it wrong in English or Japanese? Ooh, ooh, like a thick sauce. There are some takenoko, which is bamboo shoots. Usually that's a common thing to put on top of ramen. Here we go. So it is a little bit oily, but it's quite nice. It adds a different kind of dimension to just having like the normal like watery broth. So it's got a little bit of oil, a little bit of extra flavor. The salt is really nice. I can't really taste anything that's like scallops, but maybe my scallop palate is not as refined as it should be. Bamboo shoots are very nice, a little bit small, so I can kind of just taste them, but it's nice to have them in there. I like a little bit of variety in the noodles. 3 words, okay. Oily bamboo salty. All right, we're back in with another classic, seafood. It's the Nishin style again. I just love the packaging, it's just so cute. Ooh, classic. So in this, it looks like there's tiny little bits of crab. It can't be real crab because that's expensive. They might have little kamaboko in here, which is like a fish cake, but I don't know what it's gonna taste like. It's freeze dried, so yeah. And it looks like there's the yellow stuff, which I keep on assuming is egg, but who knows? It smells like fish. Let's put in the water. Okay, my noodles are almost ready. Shiori just gave me some hot tips about making noodles at home. You know, that might get kind of boring after a while, so there's a lot of ways that you can customize it at home. Shiori said that you can add like egg yolk, cheese, kimchi, milk, kind of anything that you want, and you can make it even more delicious at home. It doesn't just have to be, you know, a normal futsu cup noodle. You can make it special in your own way. Oh, I'm gonna try one of the little bits. What the heck? Actually tastes like a seafood stick. It's really good. It's got the same texture. That's what I'm surprised about. The same texture of a usual like seafood stick. That's like a pleasant surprise. I guess because this is a really popular flavor. It's popular for a reason. Like the broth is really nice. It's got the right amount of salt. There's fun things in here. They got that little bit of mystery yellow again. It's all around like a winner. And it's not too seafoody. It's not too anything. It's just a great balance. In Japanese, chodoi desu. It's like just right, you know? It's the right amount of salty, it's the right amount of like fatty in the broth. Yeah, I like this one. Okay, the next one we have is Noko Gyokai Ramen. So it is a seafood, a thick seafood broth. And it says something about hotate here and chicken. On the top it has a picture of the hotate, like full hotate in there with the bamboo shoots and some spring onions. But inside, it's some powder. No, there's also some of the bamboo shoots in here as well, but no hotate to be seen. Here we go. Ooh, smells kind of smoky. Am I crazy? I feel like they would advertise that if that was intended. It's good, the smell. Okay, it is ready. And it looks quite creamy. We got a creamy broth. Creamy. Let's cut the talk and more tasting. I really like this one. The creaminess really comes through with the taste and everything. It's not a really intense flavor of seafood. It's just very palatable, gentle. Like this is such comfort food. 3 words for this one, I would say creamy, comforting, delicious. So the next one that we have is another Nishin one, but this one is, I think, a new flavor. It's miso. I've never seen the miso one before. Have you noticed how tiny the little cups are? These are smaller than usual ones. If you go to the convenience store, usually they'll be, you know, quite a bit bigger than these ones, but these are the mini cups. And I always thought that they were like for kids or just if you wanted a really tiny snack or something. But on this one, it says this one pairs really well with onigiri. And it turns out workers usually for lunch, when they go and get some stuff from the convenience store, you know, you'll have like a little bento that you can have or like some little snacks, some onigiri. But it's always good to have a soup or specifically a miso soup with the meal. And so you can go and get pre-made miso soups, but this one is miso noodles. So you can have noodles and miso at the same time. There is tiny chunks of what I assume is meat and corn and green. He's so happy for miso. And now we wait. But me so impatient. Smells good. There's almost like a spiciness to it. It's on the verge of having like a little bit of extra something, but the flavor is quite, it's not like super strong miso, but the flavor is full. There's like different elements to it. There's like a little bit of a sweetness, a little really salty, which I love. It's like almost meaty as well. I don't know, I'm a really big fan of this one. Here are my 3 words. Me so happy. All right, we got the next one, which is Musashi Miso, which is bean sprouts, moyashi, and miso is miso. And it says Goshu no yasai iri. So 5 different kinds of vegetables within. Kinds of vegetables they have bean sprouts, cabbage, corn, carrots, and negi, which is leek or spring onions, I think. Out of all of the ones that we have, this one has the most vegetables in it, so maybe the most healthy? Maybe they'll get bigger when I put the hot water in and it'll look more impressive. Let's crack open this bad boy. Pour some soup in. Wow, okay. This is very miso. Where's my yasai? The more I stir it, the less vegetables there are. Quite disappointed in the amount of vegetables in this. The miso is it smells very strong, and it was very dark miso. Oh, I'm so sorry, Ace Cook. There's nothing special about this. It's not fun. There's not that many colors in it. There's not that much variety. I don't know. I'm pretty disappointed in this one, to be honest. 3 words, let me down. So sad. Okay, next one I'm actually really excited for. This one looks like it has a lot of potential because it's from Afuri, which is a really famous ramen shop here in Tokyo. It's probably elsewhere in Japan as well. But they also do a vegan ramen, if you guys are interested. This one is Afuri Yuzu Shio ramen. So yuzu is the Japanese citrus, shio is salt. There are chunks. There's meats and negi. Also, if you're not vegan or vegetarian and you go to Afuri, they have a really good pork rice bowl. You gotta try it, it's so good. It's ready. The smell is really good. I'm super excited for this one. Yes, Afuri, thank you. Killing the game. The broth isn't too salty, but for some reason, this doesn't really need it. There's like other flavors in there that means that it doesn't have to be overpowered with salt. They're not compensating for anything. It's just, they just let the flavors speak for themselves. The yuzu is so nice. I feel like the others are very like comfort food, whereas this one, it's a little bit more refined for a cup noodle. My 3 words, refined, citrusy, and yummy. Next one is just a simple shio ramen, Sapporo Ichiban. So Sapporo #1. Okay, it says there's half a lettuce's worth of fiber in this. That's such a weird way. I always see that. Sometimes there's like a bag of potato chips and they will say half a lettuce's worth of fiber within these potato chips. Why is the lettuce the unit of measurement when it comes to fiber? Is that a thing in your country? Because I never heard of that before I came here. Oh, there's little mushrooms. Oh, it's so cute. I feel like this mushroom is standing like this. I'll kill ya! How'd the mushrooms turn out? Where's my fun boy? It's good. It's very basic. Like, I feel like I would need to add something fun to this. It's fine, but it's boring. Oh, I'm sorry, but it's pretty boring. Now, I think it's because I've eaten this just after, you know, the Afuri one, so. It's just like a comforting, it feels like a chicken soup, even though I don't know if it's chicken flavor, it's supposed to be just salt. But yeah, it's like a chicken noodle soup, but there's not much flavor going on. So for this ramen, I would say comforting, you're basic. Okay, the final one that we have is an udon. What? It's not even ramen. What are you guys doing? I know, we're crazy. But we have a little udon, and it's a Kitsune Udon. So Kitsune Udon has the little like deep fried piece of tofu on top. I'm excited to see how they did it in like a freeze-dried version that is rehydrated with water. Look at it, it's so cute. A little baby one. Let's see how she turned out. Oh, hello. How you doing? You see the little petals, the little flowers? Oh, so cute. I thought that this would soak in the broth and would taste like the broth, but it actually has a completely different flavor. Where's the flavor coming from? It's so strong, but it's really good. Yeah, very sweet. A little bit, it's like almost spicy at the end. So I love the addition of this aburage because it just makes the whole meal way more enjoyable. And the flowers, I really love this one. Okay, my 3 words for the Kitsune Udon. Fun, surprising, delicious. Final decision has been made. This is the winner! Woo, 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 woo. Woo woo! This is the official review of Emma. This is the best cup noodle in all of Japan out of the 10 that I tried. Alright, so that is all of the cup noodles that I've tried today. Just to let you know and to show you, everybody else ate all of the noodles from all the others. So there's some broth left, but no noodles left except for this one, which is still full of noodles. Everybody tried it and just really did not enjoy it. They haven't had a chance to eat this one yet. You guys are gonna love it. There's actually a bunch of different kinds of pot udon as well, not just ramen, so if you want to try different kinds, there's those as well. And also they came up with a rice version recently. You can get ones with like wontons in them. There's so many different things to try, so definitely, if you have the chance, try as many as you can because they're just a lot of fun. Well, a lot of them were super delicious, so let me know in the comments down below if there's one of these that took your fancy or that you'd like to try. Let me know! But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Oh, sauce almost went in my eye, but I'm all good. It makes me scared for the future. I have like 8 more to go. Am I gonna get sauce in my eye? Refined, citrusy, yummy scrummy. Refined, citrusy, and yummy. And then my thumb came up. I don't know why. Let's put it that back.